If you like racing, you want to be in Houston this weekend, James Ware, along with Andrew Chernoff, have made the trip over to Reliance Stadium, where they're firing up the engines for an IndyCar event.
Man, I am telling you, this is exciting stuff. I'm starting to hear cars being fired up, and
best noise in sports.
Best noise in sports. Because those who don't know, Andrew is from Indiana, came to Beaumont, Texas, to do sports. But you're an expert on all this because this is your route. You didn't even sleep last night.
No, I didn't. This is my favorite sport. This is like Christmas morning, for me, having an IndyCar race down in this area.
Yeah. Let me kind of put this in perspective. That's the top of the Houston Astrodome that you're seeing there. The race course is about 1.7 miles. It runs around the parking lot, and we're going to be racing in Houston. This is the tailgating area. A lot of this is where tailgaters come, but Houston Texans, they're out of town this week,
exactly.
So it makes a great day of racing.
Exactly. Race fans can't get back here. This is the paddock area, so we see a lot of the cars like this one right here. This is actually Ed Carpenter's machine, the number 20 Fuzzy's Vodka car. Of course, Ed Carpenter, best known for his winning the pole at this year's 2013 Indianapolis 500. He also has a couple of IndyCar Series wins, but this is what the car looks like right now. They're working on it right now because they haven't actually been out on the track yet. This will be the first time a little bit later this morning that they'll be out on the track.
He's gone through a lot in the last couple of weeks. He had a trailer and car burn up, so I mean they have been scrounging these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they really have, and they only have one car here this week, so obviously, they're playing it safe. It is a double header, so they have to play it safe on Saturday to get to Sunday. So it's very important that at least this car stays intact. You might not want to show all your cards during the Saturday race. You may only, just to get to Sunday, and then from there you give it full out.
We're looking at about $500,000 worth of car right here. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's pretty penny.
Okay, so I can sell my car, assuming it's paid for, and I might buy a tire to go on this thing.
Absolutely. We'll walk this way just a smidge too. This is what the inside of it. And we'll talk to Ed in just a second. He's about to come out of his trailer. But this is where Ed sits. That's the steering wheel. Very expensive steering wheel. You'll see a lot of the drivers not throw that, or at least the teams, whenever there's a problem, they'll be pretty upset at the driver when they do throw the steering wheel.
Here's one thing I found very interesting. When we came in with our camera, they put a cover over the engine. They said that's part of Chevy's policy, that they don't want people to even look at the engine through the lens of a camera.
Exactly, because everyone's competing at the same time, so it's extremely important, obviously, for everyone not to show their hands if there's people, for whatever reason, watching our newscast there. They want to keep it all a secret. You can see they're even measuring everything, making sure everything is going to specs, and they're working on some of the vibrations, they're working on the engine, they're testing the engine right now. They have a lot of stuff going on this car, and actually we have the man right here, Ed Carpenter, who drives the machine. Ed, thanks for talking to us.
How you doing?
Thanks for being with us.
Doing good. So first of all, Ed, how's the weekend going?
Okay, it's a new race for me. I think there's 5 guys in the series that have actually raced here before. So small group knows the track, and yesterday we were out and they're still building it, but looks like they're in good shape now. So should be a good weekend with that storm down in the Gulf. It's going to keep us on our toes weather-wise, I think.
Yeah. Kind of a stressful week. I mean, you've had some problems with some fires, damaging some equipment and all. Now you come here for a double header. It's putting your pit crew in a lot of stressful situations, I guess.
It is. It could have been a lot worse. No one got hurt. We had our trailer catch on fire, and the trailer burned up to the point where it's a loss. But we're here. The team showed a lot of resiliency. So I was really proud of the effort to get here, and it's not going to be an excuse for us.
This is a new track for you, so you haven't been out there yet. How do you prepare to, I guess, go out on a track that you've never been on before?
It's hard. The Champ Car raced here in 2007, and the track's pretty much the same. So thanks to YouTube, there's some in-car videos that you can watch. I snuck out yesterday and rode my bike around while they were setting it up. So it's hard. You try to visualize what you're going to see, and I know the circuit. I have that part memorized, but you don't know what it feels like. When we go back to tracks that we've raced at before, you can visualize it and you know what it feels like. You know where the bumps are. You know what the curbs feel like. And when it comes to here, I can visualize it, but all I know is which way I'm going. I don't know what
Texas. That's just like our roads in Texas.
Exactly. Well, I'm from Indiana, so we have ever-changing roads, but it's going to be fun. It looks like it's going to be a good event. They've got really good corporate support from Shell and Pennzoil, and I'm looking forward to getting on track.
What would be a successful weekend for you this weekend?
Scoring points. It'd be nice to crack into the top 10. We haven't had a top 10 finish on the road and streets this year, so that's the goal for sure.
So you guys are getting ready for Fontana, a race that you won last year. Is that exciting that that's just around the corner?
It is. It's always fun to go back to places that you've had success, and I think it helps the team take a little more confidence in, and we just have a really good car there. We tested there last week. That's where we were coming home from when the trailer caught on fire. So we had a good test. I feel like we'll be in the mix again, but other people closed the gap on us quite a bit, so we're going to have more competition this year.
Well, Ed, best of luck this week, too, so we'll be in touch, okay?
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
All right, and again, that's Ed Carpenter. He'll be racing out here. Again, races Saturday and Sunday. A doubleheader, which is kind of unusual. Only 3 of those on the circuit.
Exactly. Standing start tomorrow, and then we have a rolling start on Sunday. Should be interesting.
All right.
Now, I know there's going to be a little bit of a delay since you guys are in Houston, but I have a real quick question, and that's for Ed and others. What's the difference to a driver from running an oval to running road races in this one? And also, how does the steering wheel come into play? In the old days, you had a gear shift. These days, much more technology.
What's the difference, Ed, when it comes to driving on the ovals compared to the road courses? Which one do you prefer? How do you drive them differently?
I prefer the ovals. That's my background. I grew up racing short tracks, midget sprint cars. I didn't actually run a road course race till I got Indy cars. So I'm still learning all the time. I've gotten a lot better, but ovals, it's just my background, and it's a different style, a lot more finesse, a lot more, slow hands and detail work, where you get to a street course and it's really violent, you're throwing around. I got to force my hands to be faster than what they are. So it's a good challenge.
Did your dream race to win?
What's that?
What's your dream race to win?
Indianapolis 500, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely a difference in the IndyCar paddock from ovals to road courses.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. We'll turn back in a few more minutes. Again, Andrew Chernoff and James Ware, they got the plum assignment this morning. In the pits, right in there with the cars and everything. Good stuff. As we come back, we're going to get you a look at what's going on this morning. We've got 2 films opening up this week to wide release, and they're getting a lot of attention. That and more straight ahead as the morning show continues on Fox 4.